What is up, guys? It's your boy, Rick, sleep-deprived Cacus, and today we've got some brand spankin' new Destiny 2 news, courtesy of the Bungie weekly update that has just gone live, revealing official information. This is actually the last update before the launch of Season 17 on Tuesday. That's right, we're going into this season blind. No trailer, no nothing until that Tuesday reset. However, this is actually a pretty jam-packed TWAB revealing stuff like Trials of Osiris changes to events in Destiny 2, the launch of the new dungeon, and more. And so, let's get started. But just before we do you guys like stuff? Well, do I have the thing for you? This video is sponsored by Bespoke Post. They're a monthly membership club that delivers top-shelf goods from under-the-radar brands. Every month, they introduce their members to new goods like outdoor gear, clothing, kitchenware. Heck, they even have live oysters based on a preference quiz that you fill out when you join, and you can join for free. Each of their boxes retails for around $70, but you're gonna pay a fraction of that price. I mean, the Terra kit here comes with this awesome all-in-one knife, serrated, sharp. You can dig with it. You can hammer the back. What a useful tool. And a bird collar. And a bar of soap. We've got stuff like the Weekender kit with this awesome super handy bag. And we've got the Hibernate kit with this nice room spray. And these slippers I've been wearing since they arrived. I love these things, they're so comfy. And the best part is, unlike other membership companies that send you crap you don't want, Bespoke Post lets you preview your monthly box and you can replace it or skip it entirely free of charge. So you're only getting the stuff you actually want to get. So if you want 20% off your first box, then click the link in the description down below and use code CACUSHD20 or head to bespokepost.com/CACUSHD20. Definitely worth checking out. Alright, now first things first, as for what's going on this week in Destiny 2, really not much. However, the current Nightfall rewards are the Plug 1 and the Palindrome, with the Palindrome being one of the best hand cannons in the entire game, especially for PvP. But guys, this is going to be the last week it's available. It is not dropping next season or the season after or for any point in the foreseeable future. So if you want a Palindrome, absolutely get farming this week. Of course, I've done a guide on how to complete the current available Nightfall on Grandmaster difficulty, so absolutely check that out if you want to farm it. But additionally, this also is the last week you can prepare for the upcoming Season 17, doing things like getting your resources in order, edging crafting materials, and a bunch more tips we have here. Again, did a video on that. Definitely check it out. There's just some easy things you can do to really gain an advantage when Season 17 starts. However, let's move on to that brand new information within the TWAB. So first, Bungie talks about how events, so things like Guardian Games, Solstice, Festival of the Lost, and The Dawning are changing within the game. So they say, over the past year, the team has been working hard on giving many of these major events a makeover. This effort began with last year's Festival of the Lost, which featured new twists like Monsters vs. Dinosaurs community poll and the Glint's Ghost stories. Our goal is that every event provides joy and discovery for new and veteran players, and the enthusiastic reaction of the 2021 Festival of the Lost reaffirmed our plans to keep evolving our events to keep them fresh and fun. While not every event will get the big update this year, we wanted to share a high-level look at our plans for the upcoming Solstice event, which begins on July 19th. That's right, Solstice of Heroes is now just being called Solstice, and it officially starts on July 19th, and that's going to be kind of the marquee seasonal event that happens in Season 17. So, what's changing? Well, Bungie says there's still going to be those beautiful floral arrangements adorning the tower, and players should feel like this is yet another Solstice event. However, instead of going over all of those different keys and packages and consumables, you'll be completing event challenges, and we'll talk more about that in a sec, to make progress towards your ultimate glowing masterpiece of bodily protection. So in terms of armor, players will only upgrade one set of Solstice armor throughout the event. While you can get multiple instances of a helmet, for example, upgrading armor will allow you to re-roll its stats, and the stat potential of the armor will be shared across those drops. Another new feature coming to Solstice is an activity in the European aerial zone called Bonfire Bash, where Guardians will be building and stoking what can only be described as a paracausal bonfire, while the enemies of the Summer Fun, including the Taken, Cabal, Hive, and Fallen, will be attempting to crash the party and extinguish the fires. In your mission to guard the flames from wave after wave of incoming enemies, we've made it easier to traverse the European aerial zone, adding floating islands and removing building barriers for maximum maneuverability. But additionally, starting with Solstice, they're going to be introducing an event card. So Bungie says, in much the same way that Seasonal Challenges introduces an easy to understand and find list of goals you can complete in a season, the event card does the same for the Destiny 2 annual events. So when Solstice starts, players will gain access to this event card, which includes new points of interest to explore, including event challenges, event seals and titles, and unique event rewards. Bungie says every event card will be available for free for all players and can be accessed by interacting with Eva Levante in the tower or via the quest tab right next to seasonal challenges. Event cards and their associated challenges and rewards can be accessed for the entire event before disappearing once the corresponding event ends. So, Bungie has definitely been accused of making seasonal events and the progression within them overly complicated, right? There's like 6 different currencies that you've got to upgrade one to unlock the other, blah, blah, blah. But now that you have this simplistic event card that's going to work just like seasonal challenges, that could really help alleviate that complaint. Now, talking specifically about those event challenges, Bungie says, like seasonal challenges, event challenges are objectives that players can complete to earn rewards. Certain event challenges will award players with familiar items like shaders, emblems, and other gear, and they'll also grant event tickets. They say every event challenge will be available for players to complete right when the event starts, so you won't need to wait until the next week for additional challenges to become available. Event challenges can be completed in any order and at any point while the event is active. Now, for seals and titles, there's going to be 2 types you can work towards: individual event seals and a new multi-event seal. So starting with Solstice, each Destiny event will come with a seal that players can complete as well as guild. Completing these event seals is as simple as completing all of the event challenges on the event card. Finishing every event challenge will automatically earn you seal progress and unlock the title for that seal. Guilding event seals will require completing additional triumphs that will only become available once the standard seal has been completed, and guilding lasts until the event begins in the following year. And there's also a new multi-event seal that event-loving players and just hardcore players will be able to work towards. Starting with Solstice, players can complete a certain number of event challenges in each of the 4 yearly Destiny events to complete this seal. But now let's talk about those event card rewards, with Bungie saying a new event means new event-themed cosmetics for Guardians to customize their experience. While those items have traditionally been part of the Eververse store, with the upcoming Solstice event, we will curate a collection of these items as unique rewards through the event card itself. These rewards will only be available through the event card during their initial release, but like most of our cosmetics, there's always a chance they will become available again in the Eververse at a future date. But of course, it's Bungie, so they're going to charge you for those extra cosmetics. They say that the event card and the event challenges are free for all players, but acquiring those extra cosmetic rewards will require players to purchase the upgraded event card, which will cost 1,000 silver, and immediately grant players with an exotic reward bundle. But Bungie says the overall value of the upgraded card will probably exceed about 3,000 silver, and here's actually what that upgraded event card is going to look like. You're going to get, as you can see, like the hot dog eating champ exotic emote, a sunny exotic, ghost shell, etc., and then 4 more to be announced for turning in those tickets. And so, there you have it. Hopefully these event cards are an improvement over the previous methods, because it certainly sounds like Bungie is committing to these hardcore with plans for yearly titles and then gilding those yearly titles. So again, it doesn't sound like event cards are going anywhere anytime soon. Moving on from there, guys, Bungie is actually going to provide another patch note preview, so going over some of the changes that are arriving in Destiny 2 with the launch of Season 16. Some of these are like UI changes and bug fixes, so the important ones that you need to know about is firstly, for Dares of Eternity, they increased the strange coins earned from the reward chest from 1 to 3, so that thing's spitting out coins now. Next up, with a new season, we have a new level cap. So the power floor is still going to be 1350, the soft cap is going up to 1510, the powerful cap is going up to 1560, and the hard cap is going up to 1570, so a 10 power level increase across the board. And next up, it's actually happening, guys. Vault space is being increased by 100 from 500 to 600 for the first time in what feels like an eternity. Thank goodness, especially for us veteran players who are holding on to those awesome sunset god rolls, which everyone was like, when are you going to use this sunset god roll? Like, you're not going to use it in the game. And then Bungie just announced that Iron Banner wouldn't have a power level cap, so I can go into Iron Banner with my god roll mindbender shotgun, baby. Like, that's what I've been waiting for. Huge news there, thank goodness. Next up, you're not going to be able to hold Xur past reset and look at a different inventory, and also the Scorn sniper damage. Bungie made a little joke here by saying it was increased by 300%. No, it's being reduced, brought in line with other similar like sniper combatants, because Scorns were hitting ridiculously hard. Moving on from there, guys, we have some brand new and huge information on the new dungeon that's launching in Season 17. So, Bungie says it is going to launch next week on Friday, May 27th at 10 a.m. Pacific. So, the new season starts Tuesday, and a few days after on the Friday, right at reset, we have the dungeon. Bungie says the recommended power level is going to be 1550, and master difficulty will be live on day 1 as well. Additionally, Bungie actually revealed what the rewards of this new dungeon are going to be. So firstly, there's 1 new legendary armor set per class, and the Artifice versions are returning on master difficulty. There's 4 new legendary weapons, 2 legendary reprised weapons, so like old school vanilla Destiny, like year 1 Destiny weapons returning with new perks and so on. There's going to be 1 exotic weapon associated with this new dungeon, 1 exotic catalyst for that exotic weapon, an exotic accessory, so a ship or a sparrow, and 2 legendary emblems. Now, in order to gain access to this new dungeon, as well as the one coming in Season 19, you have to have the Digital Deluxe Edition of the Witch Queen. But of course, players were complaining about that, so Bungie says starting next Tuesday, it's going to be on sale for 25% off, so definitely jump on top of that if you want to. But also, Bungie says if you just want the dungeons, that's fine. There's going to be the Witch Queen dungeon key in the Eververse store for 2,000 silver on its own. And guys, the last thing we have on the docket is some changes to Trials of Osiris. Bungie says this weekend we're mixing things up just a little more with another freelance weekend with zone control enabled. This will be your final weekend of Trials for a while, as the mode will have a short hiatus through June 10th. However, Bungie says when Trials comes back around, there will be new loot to earn. While we've already announced that a fusion rifle and a sidearm will be up for grabs, we also have some new armor for your fashion game. We're leaning deeper into the Trials themes that you've seen over the years and are excited to see how you mix and match these new set pieces throughout the game. So here is a look at the brand new sets of Trials armor that are launching in Season 17. Again, on that June 10th date, and the Guardians are of course holding those new Trials weapons. So again, there's going to be a new fusion rifle coming to Trials and a new Trials sidearm that the Guardian in the middle is holding. But there's actually more. Bungie says we have 2 new cosmetic rewards coming online next season. So you may have already noticed the ghost in the previous picture floating above the Guardians, but they also have the new Falcon's Chase Sparrow. Check this out right here. That looks absolutely awesome. And so guys, that is it for the video. I hope you enjoyed and found this informative. If you did, please remember to help me out by simply rating and especially sharing this video. If you guys want to see more Destiny 2 content similar to this, don't be afraid to slap that subscribe button. If you want to get in touch with me and keep up to date with the latest channel activity, the best way is to follow me on Twitter at RickCacus. That is linked in the description down below. Again, I hope you enjoyed the video, and as always, have a good day.